Additional rounds of heavy rain producing showers and thunderstorms ready to push into the bluegrass state. We'll time those in just a moment.
A Boyle County family tells me the flash flooding they saw Christmas morning was the worst they have ever seen.
Across the South, storm victims spent their Christmas cleaning up from a tornado outbreak.
This is WKYT News at 11.
What a warm and wet Christmas this has been. Thanks for watching WKYT. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Sam and Amber have the night off. The rain will keep falling through the weekend and our chances for flooding will continue. We begin tonight with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey on this WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, everyone. A warm and a wet Christmas day that is wrapping up. At least we don't have the heavy rains out there now on your Defender radar network. That may change again late tonight into the first half of tomorrow as rounds of showers and storms increase again from south to north. Still some showers and drizzle across most areas. But our Christmas day, everyone wants a white Christmas. We know that. We know there was no chance of this a few weeks ago. Put it in perspective for the day in Lexington. Sixth warmest Christmas day since 1900. 59 degrees, the high temperature today. It's the warmest since the record for the day was set in 1982 at 70 degrees. So far, we've picked up 0.68 inches of rain, seventh wettest officially in Lexington, obviously just to the south. A lot of folks picking up greater than 2 inches of rain. We're still adding to that before the midnight hour. All the rain we had earlier today that caused the problems now into parts of the deep south, though that band of thunderstorms around Atlanta beginning to dissipate. And look what's happening behind that. Look into areas south of Nashville, east of Memphis. Notice how as that band of thunderstorms to the east kind of weakens, it's allowing that moisture supply to resume from the Gulf of Mexico. So this stationary front to the south is going to lift back to the north, being pushed by warm air. That means two things. We're going to turn really warm and windy later tomorrow and into Sunday, but it also means the potential is there again for rounds of showers and thunderstorms. Your hour-by-hour forecast will time these rounds all the way until the big show arrives on Monday. That's in a few minutes.
Several communities are dealing with high water. In Boyle County, emergency crews evacuated 5 families from their homes when water started rising this morning. WKYT's Monique Blair shows us in our top story at 11 the families that are keeping a close eye on the weather.
The family who lives in this Boyle County home tells me I wouldn't have even been able to stand in this spot Friday morning because I would have been waist deep in water. And they tell me although flash flooding is fairly common for this area, this was the worst they have seen in 10 years.
You're looking at probably about 12 feet of water because it was up a good 2-3 feet above my head.
Joseph Sott and his wife watched Christmas morning as the rain fell, and it fell fast.
There's really no place for the water to go because we'd gotten so much rain.
Sott and his wife stayed inside their home to avoid what could have been a scary situation.
So if we had been out here at this very spot at 8 o'clock this morning, we would not be here.
I'd be hanging on the post and you'd be hanging on me. And the water will be trying to take us down the river.
The Sotts didn't have to leave their home, but 5 families in Perryville did have to temporarily evacuate until the water receded.
The thing about flash flooding is it comes up very, very quickly, and it goes down just about as quickly as it rises.
So now as Sott tries to clean up the mess the rain left behind,
There's tires in our front yard over there.
he says although he has never experienced this type of weather this time of year, he's not going to question why it happened.
Can't stop Mother Nature. She'll come down on Christmas Day or any other day she wants to.
Now, although the Sott family did pick up an extra blue cooler and several pieces of wood from the river water that moved into their backyard, they tell me now with more rain expected in the next few days, the most important thing is making sure everyone stays safe and that water does not move into their home. In Boyle County, Monique Blair, WKYT.
At this time, emergency crews say all roads in Boyle County are open. And in Lawrence County, emergency management leaders posted these pictures to their Facebook page this afternoon. You can see a creek swelling next to Kentucky 3 North in Fallsburg. The water isn't over the road just yet, but it is getting pretty close. Viewers have also been helping us keep an eye on high water. We got this picture from the Laurel-Jackson County line via Twitter. And a viewer uploaded this picture to our Facebook page showing high water on 460 in Jeffersonville. Another viewer tweeted us this photo of water almost up to the bridge at Hollins Highway in Pike County. Remember, you can get the latest radar, forecasts, and weather headlines on WKYT.com and the WKYT News app. We have seen unusual Christmas Day weather across the country today. A tornado touched down in Birmingham, Alabama this evening. There are no reports of deaths or injuries, but we're told people are trapped in their homes. An outbreak of deadly storms 2 days ago kept many people in other parts of the South cleaning up today. Mark Strassman shows us the damage in Holly Springs, Mississippi.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Sonia Wilkins came home to no sign of Christmas joy.
This is where I used to live, and it's gone.
The Wilkins home is among hundreds destroyed by the cluster of deadly tornadoes. The youngest victim, 7-year-old Nicholas Pomeroy, was trapped in a car with his mother and sister. The winds ripped him out of the vehicle. Among the 6 who died in Tennessee, 3 were found in a car submerged in a river. This aerial view of Ashland, Mississippi shows the devastation of the most powerful storm. It reportedly stayed on the ground for at least 145 miles, packing winds of up to 160 miles per hour. Barbara Williamson was inside her Clarksdale home when it shredded around her.
I don't even know how I'm alive. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle.
At the Red Cross Emergency Center in Holly Springs, the Christmas spirit was on full display. Donated toys for children who lost their presents in the storm. Laverne Zinn picked out new gifts for her nieces and nephews.
The smile on their face, that make me happy.
A hard rain here most of the day kept many families from salvaging what they could. The forecast brightens on Saturday, but Sunday could be stormy again. Mark Strassman, CBS News, Holly Springs, Mississippi.
8 people died when the storms hit Mississippi. 2 people are still missing. A small child was one of 4 people killed in a car crash on Christmas Eve. State police say 54-year-old Sandra Bowers' SUV crossed the center line of Kentucky 114 in Floyd County and hit a car. Bauer and the driver of the car, 52-year-old Roland Patrick, died.
In Ms. Bauer's vehicle, there was also 2 additional fatalities. One was an unidentified female, and the other was a small child.
The child who died was 4-year-old Nevaeh Bauer. There were also 2 survivors in the SUV. Crews rushed Pamela Kendrick Bauer to Pikeville Medical Center and airlifted 5-year-old Braden Bauer to Kentucky Children's Hospital. Family and friends will gather tomorrow to remember 2 people killed in a crash last year. On December 26, 2014, Jody Johnson and Justin Angel died at the intersection of 914 and Kentucky 80 in Pulaski County. Family will hold a vigil for the 2 tomorrow night at the intersection at 5 o'clock. Friends of a teenager killed in a crash 6 months ago are finding ways to keep her memory alive. 18-year-old Taylor Linehart died when a truck crashed into the motorcycle she was riding. Her friends are raising money for scholarships at Linehart's alma mater, Lee County High School. They're also sponsoring 2 children at 4-H camp and making donations to charity.
We just want to do whatever we can to keep her memory alive because she was such a great person. We don't want it to all go away.
The man driving the truck, Jesse Bennett, is charged with murder. Police say he was under the influence at the time of the crash. Hundreds of people received a warm Christmas meal today thanks to the Salvation Army. The organization held its annual lunch downtown in Lexington this afternoon. 2 sisters were among the many volunteers who helped make that meal happen. It's a tradition for them, and they say it's about more than just feeding people.
We'll just, be giving them lunch and sitting with them, talking, doing whatever we can to make their Christmas the best it can be.
The Salvation Army received a huge Christmas gift today as well. The organization reached its $350,000 Red Kettle campaign fundraising goal. Mother Nature made it more difficult for packages to reach their destinations on time this Christmas. DeMarco Morgan shows us the many FedEx employees who spent their holiday at work.
Employees for shipping giant FedEx found themselves in overtime playing Santa in the air and by ground. Joanne Barron is a grateful customer.
Elation. An annoyance for my husband, who I asked to go running back to the apartment to get the packet.
FedEx predicted a record-breaking holiday season for pickups and drop-offs. 317 million shipments between Black Friday and Christmas Eve, a 12% jump from last year.
I can see debris.
What they didn't predict, Mother Nature's unexpected delivery of more than a dozen deadly tornadoes across the South, including Tennessee, where the company is headquartered. With airports shut down and roads blocked, the company that prides itself with on-time delivery had to work fast to get distribution offices back open and trucks rolling. FedEx released a statement saying, quote, employees have volunteered to work these Christmas Day shifts for the benefit of our customers. Postal workers also got in the act. Collie Turner pitched in with his co-workers in San Jose.
When everybody is expecting a gift and all of a sudden they don't get it, and then all of a sudden we knock on the door and then all of a sudden they get their gift.
FedEx released a statement to CBS News saying their hearts go out to all of the victims of the storms there in the Southeast and that they are working directly with the state to deliver aid to those affected areas. DeMarco Morgan, CBS News, New York.
If you received a gift you plan to return, make sure you have a receipt. Consumer Reports says it's becoming more difficult to make returns without one because of fraud. More and more stores are falling victim to shoplifters who try to return stolen items for cash.
85% of retailers now require identification, for example, if you don't have a receipt.
And if you don't have a receipt, experts recommend you keep the gift in its original packaging. They say to be prepared for restocking fees or store credit only. The holidays can leave you with a lighter wallet. Financial experts say the new year is a good time to get back on track. They recommend you sit down and make a budget to help manage finances.
Start with a list of all of your expenses and then also make a list of all of your income. Determine how much you have going out, how much you have coming in, look at the difference, and then make a plan for how you can overcome any additional expenses that you have.
Financial experts say the new year is also a good time to start a yearly check of your credit report. Before you think about tossing out your Christmas tree, consider donating it to help fish in Kentucky. The State Department of Fish and Wildlife is collecting live Christmas trees through January. The trees will be used to make fish habitats in lakes. You need to remove all ornaments and lights before donating the trees. There are 30 drop-off sites.